Hello, hello. Today we're going to be watching The Real Housewives of New York City. We're on season 2. Very exciting because they actually, like, the show did well and they're getting a little fame. So things start to get a little better, a little real. But anyway, we're on season 2. We're going to start with episode 1. So let's jump right in. Okay, here's the new intros. To a certain group of people in New York, status is everything. I never feel guilty about being privileged. New York City is my playground. I run with a fabulous group of people, circle of people. I like making my own money. It's an aphrodisiac. Kelly, Ben Simone have created a great life. Oh my God, love it. There's some sort of article in the paper that they're freaking out about Jill and Bethany. So apparently Simon said something about like saying derogatory things about like, I know how to read people like Jill, like she comes from Long Island and it shows. And apparently that really set Jill off. And so she did another article or she did another interview with somebody else, Cindy Adams. And apparently she hit back in her own words. We'll see what she said. Jill said that he drinks too much. She said he fell down 3 times at a party. Alex says that Jill needs to go home and write on her mirror that I am good enough in lipstick because she feels so bad for her. She's coming for her. She's coming for Jill. Now Jill's saying she feels bad about it. Oh my God, Jill calls Alex and Simon. Oh, wow. Alex says she's going to pass the phone to Simon. Jill's like, what? I called you. I called Alex. She called Alex. Oh, Simon doesn't want to talk to me. Jill's apologizing. She's saying I overreacted. So they're talking about some party, the party that Jill like brought up about Simon like drinking too much. And Alex was like, everybody's fall down drunk except you because you only drink Diet Coke. And Bethany's like, well, Alex was trying to pull him out of the party and he wouldn't leave, like feeding Jill. So Alex is not taking Jill's apology at all. Jill apologizes again. And Alex says she appreciates it. So Jill's bringing up that Simon said that she's from Long Island. And it shows. And she's very upset about that. And Alex is like, you've said that a million times. Jill is saying, like, the only reason I retaliated was because of your article. You know, Simon talking about me being from Long Island, whatever. So that's why I retaliated. And Alex is like, yeah, you were jealous that we got the coverage. And Jill's like, okay. Jill's like losing it. She's like over the top. Alex says Jill needs to have a conversation with Simon for them to move forward. Ramona is telling her daughter what's happening, and Ramona is like, I may not like somebody, but I'm not going to have it published in the paper. Okay, fast forward to like 10 years from now, Ramona does it all the time. Alex and Simon are heading to the Hamptons. They're saying that they're probably going to run into Jill's house in the Hamptons. They haven't told us yet, but I'm assuming that Bethany is staying at Jill's house in the Hamptons for the summer, or at least for the weekend, whatever. So they're sitting at the breakfast table, and Bethany's like, I invited over this massage person. And so she gave Jill a massage as well. And now apparently the massage therapist gave Jill some tea. So Alex and Simon are renting the massage therapist's house, which seems interesting to me that a massage therapist has a house in the Hamptons. I mean, I guess you could make a lot of money as a massage therapist, but these houses are like 5 million plus. Like, these are crazy houses. Oh my God, Alex and Simon were like, we don't need a big mansion. You just need something small. This looks very small. I mean, for the Hamptons. My house is 600 square feet. Oh my God, there's like trash behind look at the door. So this is the masseuse's house. Their bedroom is in the attic. This has got to be the masseuse, the owner. Is that weird that the owner is there? I feel like that's weird. She used to own a couple spas in Manhattan. The owner goes, it's an interesting farmhouse with actually a very lavish pool, which is very interesting. I'm like floored with this whole situation. Ooh, Luann's house. Luann's house is crazy. I know she got it in the divorce, and I think she sold it for like 8 million or 12, something like that. Jill's explaining to Luann how the whole article situation came up. Luann just said that she's like this because Jill's like, they're trying to be better than me. And Luann's like, that's the worst thing that people could do is to feel like they're better than other people. When in last season, she did the whole like driver situation, like, oh, he needs to call me Mrs. De Lesseps. I think she's trying to like flip the script on her narrative. Jill, again, is spinning about this jealousy comment because she tells Luann, she goes, you know what? She called me jealous. Luann's like, they need to sit down and have dinner and not try to kill each other in the public eye. Apparently, Jill is going to the Social Life magazine party as well, which is why Alex and Simon are in the Hamptons, because they're going to the Social Life party. Did they do the article in Social Life party? I can't remember, and they're being featured. I think they were just invited to the Social Life party. Brad's like, if there's one more person with plastic surgery, I'm gonna scream. And Brad, the gay husband, is like, oh, this party's so pedestrian. Wait. It does seem a little fratty, like a little frat party. Jill sees Alex and Simon. It's very awkward. Bethany's saying hi. Bethany's like, they're giving us the cold shoulder, so let's just walk away. Bobby's over there still talking to them. And so is Brad, of course. Yeah, okay, so Alex and Simon were just invited to the party. They weren't like being featured or anything. Luann's there too. Oh my god, Luann goes, the Countess doesn't drink from bottles because somebody tried to give her a beer. Bethany said, go talk to the Van Kempens, told Jill to go talk to the Van Kempens and just go deal with this right now. Alex says, you and Simon need to talk. Jill's like, I said, I'm sorry. I've said it 14 times. How many times can I say it? Jill says that the air is cleared with Alex. Now she has to deal with Simon. That conversation did not seem like it was clearing the air, but oh my god, how awkward. They're like hugging. They hate each other. She's crawling in her skin. Simon says that Jill's always been his favorite. I don't know about that. They're hugging. Okay, I think they've worked through it. It seemed like a kind of a weird conversation, but they hugged it out, and I think they're moving on. Oh, I love Bobby. There was a quick little scene. So Jill was like, told Bobby and Simon after they made up, like, you guys should have a tequila on me. And Simon goes, yeah, after this fight, she told us to go have shots, which I thought was a little ironic because Jill just called out Simon for being a drunk or whatever. I guess Ramona and Mario are having a little date night together. Oh, Ramona's downloading Mario about what happened in the Hamptons because apparently Jill told Ramona the Alex Van Kempen socialite party. Mario's saying that Simon's trying to change his perception from last season. Ramona's like, there's a lot of men that are bisexual. Talking about Simon. Oh my god, the waitress just spilled the whole drink. I saw the tray tipping and I'm like, oh, that's going over. Right into Ramona's lap. Oh, I don't know what this is. Mario's kissing her hand. It's like, I'm going to lick it off your dress. Luann and Kelly Ben Simone are meeting up for, I don't know if they're meeting up for drinks or dinner or whatever, but I didn't realize that Kelly was on the second season. First of all, I love Kelly and her storyline gets more interesting. She's a weirdo. I mean, there's no way to cut it, right? But I always liked her. Like, she's just kind of like a fabulous woman. Like effortless a little bit. I feel like she kind of feels like she needs to be a cool girl and fit in sometimes. But like when it gets like a couple seasons in, like the fame kind of gets to her. I think like she's like wants to be a part of the cliquey group within the women. Anyway, we'll talk about that more. But I didn't realize that she was in season 2. I thought she was further along. I feel like in this moment, Kelly is a little nervous about this must be one of her first scenes. And she seems a little nervous. Like she didn't know where to sit and like she seems a little shy. Kelly's talking about her ex-husband, Gilles. I think that's how you say his name. They were married for 8 years. They're still good friends. Luann said that she was more of a commercial model and Kelly's like, ew. She didn't say that, but you could tell in her eyes. Luann's inviting Kelly to some charity. I think it's Jill's charity that she's organizing. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's Jill's party. And Kelly's like, oh, well, I had the Christian Dior beauty party to go to and I don't know Jill, so I don't know if I'll be going to that. Kelly's doing a little sexy photo shoot for something. She's got a great bod. Oh, they're just showing her life. She has 2 children. Who is this man? Okay. Oh, these men in these riding pants. Yes. She says she lives a luxurious life. She also works in the fashion industry. Doing what? I don't know. She hasn't said yet. As a model, I'm assuming. She's an author. She's saying that there are millions of men in New York City and she's exposed to so many men. Bisexual men, gay men, straight men, businessmen, models. It sounds like my dream. I will have to say I've been to New York a handful of times and it is like, especially like back in the Tinder days, like I'd be on Tinder and it was like in Denver, you run out of swipes, right? I'm not on Tinder anymore, but I'm just saying, giving this as an example. In New York, you don't run out of swipes. Like there's just so many people there. I mean, it's a huge city, obviously, but like it's just endless. And I think that's also the problem probably dating in New York because it's like you have so many options that you don't want to like settle for anything. I'm sure it's a whole mind F. So Jill and Bethany are hanging out in the pool before her event. I forget what the event is for, but Luann said that she's bringing her friend Kelly, who we just met. Bethany says she knows Kelly. Jill is blasting Bethany with questions because Bethany said she kind of knew Kelly. And so Jill's like, what, is she married? Does she have kids? How old is she? Does she want to get remarried? Like, where does she live? Bethany's like, I don't know her blood type. I'm sorry. Bethany's like, wait, Simon and Alex are coming to the party? And Jill's like, they're coming? Now we're at the event. Jill's like putting the final touches on everything. For orphans. It's for orphans. Look at this woman's hair. Can you see it in the back? I know my face cam is kind of hiding it, but it is like volume. And you could definitely look at her smoky eye. Look at that smoky eye. This is my kind of woman. Okay. Jill was saying that she had Bethany and Luann as a part of her committee for this charity event. Bethany helped get some liquor donated and like did her signature skinny girl cocktail or whatever, and like, had a menu for the bar. Luann was supposed to help her kids dropped off to do the goodie bags. at 2 o'clock. And Jill's like, I'm kind of disappointed she didn't drop off the kids. So they were running late, finishing the goodie bags. Oh, this guy like went in for a kiss, and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's literally from Italy, like barely speaks English. Jill's like, Luann shows up, and she didn't acknowledge that her children never came to stuff the goodie bags. She's not happy. She said she's gonna let it go, but she never forgets. Kelly's saying she was a little nervous to meet all the other women at this charity event. Ramona and Kelly are kind of connecting on their kids. Kelly said that Ramona's really nice and like made her feel comfortable. Ramona said that she found her engaging, found Kelly engaging, and had like a nice spirit. She says that Simon and Alex do not give off good energy. Ramona said she didn't expect to see Alex and Simon there, and they made her feel uncomfortable, so she decided to leave. Jill's like, Ramona never said goodbye. Bethany's showing Alex her logo for the Skinny Cocktails that she, sponsored the bar or whatever. And so she's asking Alex to help her with the logo because she doesn't like the look of it. They're all saying, oh, she looks big. She looks big. Is she like a graphic designer or something? Why is she asking her for this? Jill said it was a great success. She had a great time. And that concludes the first episode of the second season. I like it. I love it. I just love the nostalgia. But what are your thoughts on the episode? Leave me a comment down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to check out all my other upcoming episodes. And I will leave a playlist down below with all the episodes in this season. So yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll check you on the next one. Bye.